Welcome to the jungle of hero wars. Lara Croft appeared in Dominion. Old memories come back, but can she create new great ones? Octavia is a pain for many players. Does Lara Croft have the new legendary power to break the mirror? Or is she the perfect fit for much greater defense? The numbers are speaking for themselves, but let's check out her hidden secrets. The first hidden ability is included in her ultimate skill. It's passive and has nothing to do with her skill. Nexus just wanted to say, hey, you have double basic attacks at the start. She has 2 guns, so it makes sense, but this has a big effect for her energy gaining. First shot, 10% energy. Second shot, again 10% energy. And both shots are equal to her physical attack power. Look at her energy, already 40% after 2 regular basic attacks. That's awesome. Her green skill is also special. It's the first time we have a triple crit damage. Wow, that sounds crazy. The skill is not all the time active, so we can see perfectly the difference. 2 basic attacks, 1 crit, and it's doubled. The red aura shows her skill, and boom, a normal basic attack does so much damage. I don't know if it's intended or not, but normally ranged attacks doesn't destroy Martha's totem. Lara is different, perhaps it means she is smarter than other heroes, so she can destroy this totem. We have seen it already, her blue skill, an explosive arrow which stuns the middle for 3 seconds. The damage is medium and with a 40% multiplier also in the mid-range. It has a tactical usage and is not bad. Here we see the animation and she shoots where it hurts. The more enemies, the more damage. It can be really annoying and it provides her often the time she needs. And with a triple crit, the medium damage can be still a dangerous weapon, and it allows to kill weaker heroes in the middle. The killing energy is perfect for her to start one ultimate after the other. Wow, and look at the crazy basic attacks. The amount of her artifact buffs is also crazy. That is her next hidden power. She is a collector of artifacts and she uses it even in the fight. This is the power of her violet skill, the Lost Knowledge. Subsequent uses of her ultimate allows her to add for each usage a random other artifact weapon buff. Her own weapon buff is physical attack, perfect to increase her damage. Now you can imagine she has a bag with all other artifacts, from critical hit over all kind of defensive buffs like magic defense, armor, yes, even dodge, and all other attack buffs like armor and magic penetration, and last but not least the magic attack buff. Lara grabs with each usage in the bag and takes one random ability. For example, critical hit. Now your team gets 2 buffs. Important. Once included, they remain for the entire fight. Imagine an infinity stone, and Lara include one of them in her relic. So the more she uses her ultimate, the more buffs are included. Very awesome. The only problem, this skill is actually not working properly. So let's check without guessing the variation. First variation, she includes the second power already with her first ultimate. So it starts with 2 buffs, then 3 buffs, then 4 buffs, and again 4 buffs? Yeah, counting is not next to strength. All the variation I originally understood from the text, and which is probably the right one. She starts only with her own power and then adding the second buff for the second ultimate. Third ultimate, 3 buffs. Fourth ultimate, 4 buffs. Fifth ultimate, again 4 buffs. Hero Wars. It's really interesting that it depends on her opponents. And the weirdest variation against Astaroth. It starts with 2. And the second one already 4. And yes, the third one 6. And we have here a little secret power bonus. I thought it's nothing we should talk long about, just some additional attack, but no. This little upgrade is better than expected. Remember those 400k hits? How was this possible? Oh yes, because of this little secret power boost. I've read it completely wrong, and after the research I'm impressed. Back to Astaroth. First basic attack 33,000, let's save it. Now we have to wait for her ultimate and when all buffs are disappeared. So now we have the same conditions like before, but suddenly much more damage. I have calculated the numbers and yes, our own artifact buff is included. Unfortunately it's doubled because of the bug, so that means for me the single buff for her first ultimate must be right. And this increase happens additionally to her ultimates, so like other heroes an increase in attack over time. Last but not least, the remaining part of her ultimate. It deals damage to all enemies and heals at the same time all allies. Not the highest damage and healing, but we can work with it. Especially because of her arrow and her triple crit, it can be still dangerous. The range doesn't matter, it hits really all. And here we see the little healing. In the right setups, you can do decent damage and kill weaker enemies in the middle. All those area attacks make her to a great damage dealer, and the numbers don't lie. Look at this damage, oh it's nice. Still not so dangerous like other ones, but that's why the numbers are so high. What happens if we turn Lara around? She doesn't care about it. And by the way, her ultimate hits even Martha's totem. What can we do now? Like you have seen, Lara is a crit genius and Sebastian is her best friend. His song reduces the armor for the tank and all her area attacks get more dangerous by adding his great pure damage. He increases also the crit chance and provides physical attack. Here an example, Lara without his assist. In this case 22,000 damage. And his song allows her now to penetrate Astaroth completely, plus adding the pure damage. We have actually only one tank who can resist this combo, and it's Ziri. But this pure damage ignores the armor and hits still hard. Together with her area attacks, a nice duo. Next one, Octavia. Lara has a little bit problems with her armor penetration, and Octavia helps here. One buff is often already enough for Lara. The dodge team helps Lara to survive longer, and Dante's life reduction is amazing too. Ouch. Of course, the combinations are high and you can play around. Sebastian in an Octavia team is great too. It can be so sick sometimes. Many hits. Fafnir is here, Fafnir. His ability to forge a sword for an agility hero is also great for Lara, although she uses guns. His ability adds just additional damage to all her attacks, and her triple crit makes it even more dangerous. She gets now the double sword buff, and look now at Astro's health. Nearly 800,000 life points. Boom! Wow! The yellow bar is his lost life. Unfortunately, the numbers weren't visible, but it's very strong. Also, his shield buff is a good assist for her. The new talisman for Fafnir is really powerful, and together with a sword buff, her medium ultimate damage mutates to a killing spree. She belongs to the Progress faction, and Isaac helps her a lot too. His drones increase the physical attack power and provide her the necessary armor penetration. Additionally, he crushes the armor, but he needs magic attack for this. Ah yes, with some luck, Lara can provide this for him too. Both have healing abilities and it's overall a stable setup. Here the example, nearly no damage. Drones are coming, and voila, full damage. And the boost is big. She fits very well in the JJI setup, and her different artifact types help everyone and everyone helps her. Especially her magic defense buff helps her faction. You have to be lucky to get it as first, but it can happen, and then it will be hard. If we think that the double buff with her first ultimate is a bug, then she won't be able to help that early. Her arrow damage is still a good addition, but at the end, no game changer. And now the biggest question, who counters her? Our lovely girl Helios. No, it's really a man. He loves critical hits and he punishes them with big hits. Lara is not so easy to kill because of her high life. But you don't need really a magic penetration assist for her. She has only 2000 magic defense. And now Helios has received his talisman with magic penetration. Adding mojo here is a wise move, and she's down. Yes, it wasn't a max life Lara. Another method is Corvus Morgan together with Helios. Helios sphere is not always active and many hits means often many hits are coming back. So the altar plus the skeletons plus the flaming retribution skill. Mwah.
I avert low magic defense.
Oh yes, Zisha, you are right. Kill her. Dependent on the setup, Zisha can be very great. A mirror is a great assist to protect Zisha. And then she shoots at Lara. But be careful, max Lara has at the end about 360k life. So it's a good option in some cases. And that's all. I hope you have enjoyed my video and see you soon. Peace!